let's take you there. Of course, this is the 10-year anniversary of September 11th. And Fireman Ed fired up the flag on the field there, along with President George Bush, involved in the coin flip. And the Orion family. What a coaching trio that is right there. Rex, Rob, and Buddy. And Tony Romo back from that broken collarbone. And it's nice when you have Des Bryant.
Yeah, he can do something after the catch. He's a big, strong, fast guy with some balance.
We know this was going to be great matchups on the outside. I love the scheme. Both teams had trouble with going against the blitz. Back shoulder fade right here. One of the toughest routes to cover in the game today. And Tony Romo and Des Bryant, they do it to perfection.
And Michael, he just took that ball away from Antonio Cromartie.
He's a big, strong guy. When he gets his hand on that ball, he can hold on to it.
Jets down 10-0. Mark Sanchez rolling out, and he finds Santonio Holmes. Holmes got a 5-year, $50 million deal in the offseason. Later in the drive, 58 seconds left, and it's Sanchez to LT. LT still got something left in the tank, 32 yards.
He looks better to me than he did last year. He looks like he has fresh legs, like he's a new man.
He is. He barely played today.
Second and goal now, and it's Sanchez
legs
rolling
were
to his right. And he finds his receiving tight end, Dustin Keller.
Great direction by Mark Sanchez. Directing the defense and finding the tight end.
It all comes off the run
down
game.
10-7. All right, third quarter now. Des Bryant going to the locker room with cramps, and Darrell Revis on the sideline.
It's like two boxers. You go out, I go out.
They were going at it, though.
Yes.
I mean, for most of the game. And now it's a Tony Romo looking for Miles Austin. Another battle for the football, and Austin wins.
Boy, that was just,
both guys fighting for
purely, I want it, you want it, I wanted more, I needed more. This was a battle, man. Give Cromartie credit. He was right there to make the play, but Miles Austin just took the ball.
Took it out of his hands. All right, a couple of Jet possessions later, down 17-10. It's Sanchez. Plexico Burris' first catch of the season, an 18-yard gain.
And that made the difference right there. When Plex got in this game and Plex got fired up, it gave Mark Sanchez confidence that I got room for error with this big guy.
But this time, he's picked off by Sean Lee. This kid's got great running back skills after he gets to football.
Sanchez can show you that he's taken another step to his commitment to excellence. Then on plays like this, he showed you that I'm still Mark Sanchez.
The play was reviewed, and Lee did step out of bounds. Remember, he had 2 picks on Peyton Manning a year ago. So the ball goes down to the 1. But Lee having a phenomenal opening night. Fourth quarter now. Felix Jones gets in. Cowboys on top, 23-10. Rolling.
Like they were taking control of this football game right now.
And so here come the Jets, down 24-10, trying to make something happen.
Great blitz read. Great blitz read. Way to pick it up. Great route by Holmes. Great timing by Sanchez.
A lot of confusion in the secondary right now. Dallas is coming up men short at the corner. You see Mike Jenkins down.
Well, he was blocked by Plexico Burris, who came back to get him. Sanchez finds Burris with that fade for a touchdown.
Beautiful.
Jets down 7.
You got to throw it up there. Give him a chance. He's a 6'5 receiver. He's going to go up and make a play. We've seen him do it in the Super Bowl.
That's why the Jets went out to get him. And Rob Ryan's defense being challenged here. Tony Romo and the offense trying to answer. It's Romo to Witten. 64 yards down to the 3-yard line.
What a nice play by
tackle
Leonard.
right there. That's a huge play
Huge.
by Leonard, pushing him out of bounds.
But here is where the Cowboys start to unravel. Tony Romo can't find anybody, decides to run it up the middle. He is popped, and that ball comes out before Romo's knee gets down, and the Jets recover. It's close, but the ball's out.
See, what you won't see in the stat line is Romo wanted to go to Darrell Revis there with Bryant, but he was covered.
And so Sanchez trying to bring Gang Green back. He finds Keller for a 19-yard gain on a 3rd and 10. And on the very next play, it's Rex Ryan's defense showing up. Sanchez is flushed. Danny McCray hits him. He drops the rock, and Sean Lee is there for the recovery. Lee had a huge game.
Smart play by McCray. stripping the ball. Just a special teams guy getting in, making a difference, making a bid to be around for a while.
And Prime, you mentioned the difference Darrelle Revis makes. This is a 3rd and 22. Romo wants Des Bryant. And Revis is there on the coverage. You just can't shake this guy.
This guy is physical. He's tenacious. He has that attitude. He has that swagger, one of the best in the game, and he is just that.
How about Joe McKnight? He blocks Matt McBriar's punt. Isaiah Trufant is there for the touchdown.
Great design on this punt block by the Jets. Rex Ryan again pulls a rabbit out of his hat, man, and did a great job.
24 all, 3rd and 1 to Shard Choice. Can't get the first down, so the Cowboys forced to punt again. Man, the Jets now in business. 3rd and 8 on their own 22, 1:55 left. Sanchez dumps it off to Tomlinson. LT, done this before.
Great play by LT.
Fights it off for a first
Moving the
down.
chains.
3 plays later, 3rd and 10. And Sanchez is going to be dropped by Anthony Spencer, who admitted earlier this week he took plays off during last year, and that he needed to challenge himself to stay in ball games the entire time. All right, 59 seconds left, a timeout. Jets forced to punt. So here we go, 1st and 10. It's Romo rolling, and he's picked off. Threw it right to
All
Revis.
the people to go to on the football field, you go at Revis.
A panic move by Tony Romo right there. There was nothing there. Once you get rolling out, you throw that ball away and just live to play another day. Bad throw.
So here comes Sanchez. Almost picked off by Alan Ball.
Kind of the day for the Dallas Cowboys, just they're there to make the play, but don't make the play.
So on the very next play, on a 3rd and 8, Sanchez incomplete, looking for Burris. So ironically enough, here comes Nick Folk, former Cowboys kicker, with 32 seconds left.
He's nervous.
To attempt a 50-yarder. And Folk finishes the deal. Splits the uprights. Jets on top, 27-24. Rex fired up. Sanchez can't watch. And they tell him, nice job, young fella. We get the victory. Meanwhile, the story goes on for Tony Romo. These are the kinds of things that have hurt Tony Romo throughout his career. Another really thrilling matchup, though, in Week 1 of the National Football League season. 342 passing yards for Romo. As the Cowboys lose, Jets win the opener. Here we go. The Cowboys coming back after that awful fourth-quarter performance, and Jim Harbaugh firing up his quarterback.
to hit him, and that ain't gonna help.
Alex, I believe in you.
Please.
Second quarter, Cowboys already down 7-0 here, and Tony Romo on a 3rd and 8 looking for Miles Austin. Romo was slow to get up because he was crunched by Carlos Rogers.
Flak jacket didn't hold up. He's got a broken rib. Bam.
He fractured his rib on that hit right there.
Oh, that's going to hurt for a while.
So there were reports that he had multiple
Great
broken
throwing catch.
ribs, but it was just one. Alex Smith now to Kyle Williams, 14-0. That's
Perfect
Williams'
throw.
second career catch.
See, that gets you excited about Alex Smith. Then he does something else.
So here you could tell there was something just wasn't right
Yeah.
with
How
Romo
does the
here.
ball hit you in the head?
It's Rogers in the
I
head.
don't understand that.
He's not looking at the ball.
Here's a 3rd and 5, and
Isn't the whole game about the ball?
Oh, yeah,
It's called football.
that pass just sails to Miles Austin. And on the Cowboys' next possession, here's Romo on a 3rd and 4.
Oh, boy.
But this time, finds Austin in stride as the defender. Dion just falls down.
Yeah, I mean, great route. First of all, it's a great route. Now, he runs some of the best inside routes in the game today, Mike.
Great at changing direction, Miles Austin.
53 yards. So Romo just didn't feel right. He went to the locker room. John Kitna had come in. Kitna had already thrown a pick. Alex Smith threw a pick. So Cowboys get it back here, and it's Kitna with a nice pass to Miles Austin, Michael, in the corner of the zone.
Boy, and he dropped it right in the breadbasket. Right now, though, Fran, it's as worse as it can get for Tony Romo right at this moment.
Because Kitna just tied the game, but then an unfortunate interception here, Coach.
Yeah, and John Kitna, he's a veteran guy. He's been through this before, doesn't need a lot of reps. But we have a tip pass here for an interception, and momentum goes back to the 49ers.
And a good job here by the 49ers to strike right away, Michael.
Yeah, man, what a
Great route.
throw by Alex Smith.
play call.
You can see he does have talent, he has skill. He just has to show it consistently all the time.
All right, hits Delaney Walker, 21-14, 24-14, and Prime, he's putting the helmet back on.
I'm happy. Look at Kit over there saying, please take this thing, man. It's not my day.
This is what I like. He says, I'm taking this from now on.
And Romo with the perfect pass to Miles Austin.
People talk about leadership all the time. This is what makes you a leader. Not yelling at people, but getting your butt back in the game, making plays to win a football game. That's how your teammates will respect you.
25 yards for the touchdown. Huge day for Austin. $143, 3 TDs. 2 minutes left in the game, and it's Romo to Austin again.
I'm hurt, guys, but we will not lose this game. Tony Romo says that.
And how about Dan Bailey from 48 yards away to send this game to overtime, and Romo pumped up.
Been criticized for his fourth quarter, especially last week against the Jets. That was a good fourth quarter. Here he is talking to your guy.
Taking Jesse Holley saying, listen, man, we are going to need you. You will have to make plays. And boy, did Jesse.
Big play golf.
Jesse Holley, 77 yards. Michael Irvin put Jesse Holley on the map.
Yep, Jesse won the 4th and long show. I took 6 receivers, 6 defensive backs, put them through hell, and he came out of hell to the Dallas Cowboys.
And that set up this. Bailey, the rookie, to win it in overtime. Tony Romo with a fractured rib and all leads the Cowboys back.
In a classic NFC East battle, Tony Romo, yeah, he's in pain. The rib injury, the lung injury. D'Angelo Hall said, remember, during the week that he was going to go after him. All right, first drive, Tony Romo, Dez Bryant, 10 yards and a first down. Now, D'Angelo Hall Warren has the tackle, and there's some chirping there.
A little bit. We'll see how many more tackles D'Angelo Hall makes on the pass play.
He would factor later. Field goal, tie game, 3-3. Next possession, Romo to Ogletree, hit by LaRon Landry. Ball is out. Now, some question as to how this thing gets recovered. Josh Wilson on the recovery, but the question is, did Kevin Barnes hit it after coming back in bounds? Was he out of bounds? It's ruled on the field that the ball's out of bounds. Cowboys ball. Mike Shanahan challenges, and then we slow it down like it's the Matrix.
He wasn't out of bounds when he touched the ball. It was beautiful. I mean, by inches. We play a game of inches.
Yes, we do. And Mike Shanahan won that challenge. Second quarter, ensuing Cowboy drive. Tony Romo, once Jason Witten almost picked off by Josh Wilson, but there's the first time Romo gets popped. Look at it, it's London Fletcher. Put his hands up. No flag, but you see the look on Romo's face.
That's just been in his core right there. That's tough.
That can't feel good. Ensuing Redskins drive. Rex Grossman, once Fred Davis finds Sean Lee. He picks him off like he did Mark Sanchez a couple of weeks ago. He runs it back inside the 20. Dan Bailey, field goal time, and our halftime score eventually 9-9. Excitement. Third quarter, Romo, Dez, 20 yards.
Who's covering?
I think that's 23. That's D'Angelo.
That's another tackle.
Okay, yeah, first down Cowboys. 5 plays later, this was the theme of the night. Bad snap by Phil Costa. Romo's going to scramble at Laurent Robinson for a 2-yard gain, but then he's going to have it out with his center a bit. What does that mean?
Think.
All right. After another bad one, Romo lobs it up for Ogletree, basically a punt. Kevin Barnes picks it off, and Romo's not pleased. Show me Romo not pleased. He's not pleased. Ensuing Redskins drive. Here's Rex, little play fake. Santana, Moss over the middle. That's good for 36. That's Cowboys territory. First down, 38-yard line. 4 plays later, now 3rd and 3. Can the Skins convert the 3rd down? They can. Tim Hightower over the middle, good for 7. Down to the 12. 3 plays later, now 1st and goal. I think Tim Hightower got loose in the flag.
Somebody blew an assignment on defense. He must have covered.
Redskins lead 16-9, under 5 to go, 3rd quarter. The Cowboys did not have a run for more than 8 yards the entire season until this. That's Felix Jones for 29.
And a burst of speed like that, you get him to the second level, he will have a big play.
We'd see him again. 5 plays later, Romo, not here though, to Kevin Ogletree. O.J. Atogwe
Good
knocks
coverage,
it up.
but you got to find a way to catch that ball. Oh, get it, son.
Atogwe broke it up. Dan Bailey field goal, 16-12, on to the 4th quarter. Romo looking for Jason Witten, steps out of the pocket, takes a hit. Witten gets a first down, knocks down LaRon Landry.
Oh, D'Angelo hit somebody.
Oh, he hit somebody. And Romo got hit on that as well. So he's wincing. Next play after a Cowboys holding penalty, another bad snap. Phil Costa, Tony Romo, your thoughts?
All kinds of battery problems here at the center.
Love to be in film after this. Almost got him.
Scared him.
Almost got him there. Cowboys would eventually punt. Cowboys would get it back, though. Still 16-12. Still 10.5 to go. Felix Jones, I said we'd see him again. This one's 40.
Get into the second level. You got a big play.
Well, there's D'Angelo. Ojantagwe actually ran him down. Jerry's happy. 4 plays later, now the 6th play of the drive. Romo. Oh, that's Rob Jackson, who was in for Brian Arakpo. Barry Cofield recovers, but it's defensive holding on Atagwe, so the Cowboys keep the ball. Now the 8th play of the drive. Romo wants Ogletree. Ogletree's not there. That was almost pick 6, 96 yards the other way.
He must run the right route. Come on, son. It's a flat. You see Tony telling you.
Hey, look, he's directing traffic here.
Get over there. Run this. Now you going the wrong way. Now you get over there. And now when you get over there, run the proper route. It's a flat.
Well, the Cowboys settle for a 5th Dan Bailey field goal, so now it's a 1-point game, 16-15. Redskins football now. Rex Grossman sacked. DeMarcus Ware, loss of 8. Grossman fumbled, but they ruled that he was down. Redskins would end up punting 2 plays later, so Jason Garrett gets it back, and they still can't get this part of it right.
Unbelievable. You're at home. This isn't on the road. The Cowboys are home.
Recovered by Romo back at the 30. Now it's 3rd and 21. And would you believe they converted? Des Bryant beats D'Angelo Hall, and then D'Angelo goes along for a ride for 15 and a face mask.
D'Angelo.
Sounds like you don't think D'Angelo had a good night.
That's a shame.
Yeah. Tashard Choice, that's your thoughts. Running out of bounds, that stops the clock. So the Redskins don't have to burn a timeout there. Still have 2 remaining. Dan Bailey field goal time, your Lou Groza guy, Dan Bailey. 6th field goal, ties a rookie record, 18-16. What do the Redskins do? Can they answer, Warren?
No. Ball out. Seal the deal. Drive home safe.
Anthony Spencer knocked it away. Sean Lee with the recovery. And Jerry, low fives people out of the suite. Cowboys, it's not a high five.
It's a high five when you win. You are doing a low five
It's a
right
low
now,
five.
Redskin, man.
I grew up there. 18-16, Cowboys over the Redskins.
Matthew Stafford trying to get the Lions to 4-0 for the first time since 1980, and Tony Romo with the Kevlar vest underneath the shoulder pads and the ribs. It's Des Bryant right there, 25 yards for the early Cowboys 7-0 lead.
What a great combo these two are, because this kid goes up and gets the ball no matter where it is.
And he does it again, Coach.
Yeah, he does. Here's a back shoulder throw. One-on-one coverage. There's another touchdown for Des Bryant.
Cowboys on top 14-0. They led 20-3 at the break. 3rd quarter, Prime rolling along. This time to Jason Witten.
Play action. He's using all his receivers. Everyone's contributing. They are on a roll right now.
Cowboys on top 27-3, but remember, Detroit came back down 20 a week ago. Romo picked off by Bobby Carpenter, the former Cowboy. His first career interception, Michael.
Yeah, Bobby Carpenter got his old team, but Tony Romo looked like he stared down the receiver Phillips from coming open. Wow, what a good play by Bobby Carpenter.
How sweet did that feel for Carpenter torching his old team? 27-10, next Cowboys possession. Romo picked off by Chris Houston.
Yeah, Chris Houston was victimized earlier in this game, Coach, but this is the way you atone. Cover 2 had safety up over top, read it well, and guess what he did with sugar on the top?
You like that, Prime?
I don't like it. I love it.
Is he going to make prime time?
Jason Garrett
Automatically.
trying to settle down his quarterback. So Cowboys coming right back, and Romo looking for Des Bryant, who, by the way, is playing with that bum quad. Great catch. But Jim Schwartz, he didn't think it was a catch. Wanted a challenge. And that's Des Bryant actually talking to Jim Schwartz right there. So Schwartz challenges. Jerry Jones open. All right, looks like he got both feet out, but he's kind of juggling the football right there.
There's one. No, he's out of bounds. Wins the challenge.
And who's Jim Schwartz talking to, Coach?
He said, how about that?
How about those Cowboys?
All right, so 2 plays later on a 3rd and 3. Romo, incomplete, but he was annihilated by Ndamukong Suh.
This guy can push the pile now. He'll drive everybody backwards into the quarterback. Here it is. Bam! Hits him in the face, and he goes down. Whoa, that's a big man, and he doesn't like this garbage can.
But I like this. I love when the big fellas get upset.
Intensity.
You're going to get the 15-yard penalty anytime you go to a quarterback's face mask like that.
Stafford at the time
Lays it up for Calvin Johnson in triple coverage.
He said to me this week that if he sees single or double or triple, he's going to throw it to this guy up high where a 6'5" receiver can go make a play, and there he goes again.
He's playing basketball on the football field, and he's unstoppable.
Well, Rob Ryan, earlier in the week said that his receivers, Miles Austin and Des Bryant, better than Calvin Johnson. Here's Stafford and Brandon Pettigrew. Pettigrew had some running room, but he got some help.
2nd and 16 right there. You got it, he's sure, to make that tackle. What a job by Pettigrew, getting loose and making yards.
You didn't even have to block him on that. It's not like Terrence Newman wanted to make that tackle on a 260-pound tight end.
Yeah, Nate Burleson called for the illegal block. Jason Hampton at a 51-yarder, 30-27.
Romo off his back foot, picked off by Stephen Tullett. 3 interceptions in his last 11 pass attempts.
There were open spaces over the top for Jason Witten, but the ball was underthrown because he didn't set his feet.
So here come the Lions on a 3rd and 3. Just lay it out there. And Pettigrew, it's incomplete, but he was draped by Frank Walker.
Look at this defense, man. You got it inside out. One guy on one side, one guy on the other, and they still didn't make that play.
1st and goal. Rob Ryan can't believe the turnaround.
Pop it up.
Stafford to Johnson.
What do you got him one-on-one, Fran? You can't play that far inside. Get over top, make him throw a back shoulder fade or something like that. That was simply too easy.
Johnson's 2nd TD of the day. And Romo now with one last chance, but he is dropped by Willie Young.
So the Lions, they were down 27-3. They come back. They win it 34-30. Jim Schwartz's club undefeated at 4-0.
Tony Romo and the Cowboys visiting Foxborough to take on the Patriots, and Romo wearing that Kevlar black jacket also took a pain-killing injection before the game. Tom Brady has won 30 straight games at home. And Brady, though, looking for Deion Branch, but it's picked off by Terrence Newman.
You don't see that much. Terrence Newman, great on the play, followed the receiver, made the interception.
6-3, though, and Brady, it's Wes Welker. He's ruled down at the 1-yard line, but look at Welker right away. Coach!
He knew he was inside the pylon with the ball. It's hard to stop on these little option routes inside the 5.
And clearly, Welker is in for the touchdown, so the play is overturned. Pats on top, 13-3. Cowboys now, it is Romo. He dumps it off to Felix Jones. He's tackled by Gary Guyton awkwardly, and that was it. Jones did not return, left with an injured ankle. Tony Romo, watch this move.
Beast, man.
Yes, Brian.
And in the tracks.
He's a beast, man. He's so gifted, so talented. Just have to put it all together. He has to put it all together.
Just has to stay healthy and stay on the field.
The former 88 talking about the current 88, and now it's Romo to Jason Witten
I love the design of that play, Fran. You put Jason Witten behind the line of scrimmage on a sneak play. Beautiful design.
13-10 at the half. 3rd quarter now, Romo. And this was the Cowboys' issue all day long. They got inside the red zone. They were kicking field goals instead of scoring touchdowns.
Yeah, when you have a high-scoring team like the Patriots, you have to score touchdowns.
Tied up at 13. Brady now looking for Aaron Hernandez, but he's stripped by Brady James, and Newman is Johnny on the spot.
Yeah, you can tell his defense, they were trying to get in his spot. Man, what a play by Brady James, getting his hand in there after Hernandez making the catch, getting rid of that ball, getting that ball.
The last time Brady faced Rob Ryan as a defensive coordinator, Ryan was with the Cleveland Browns and held the Patriots to fewer than 15 points and coughed up 3 turnovers. They had 3 turnovers today as Sean Lee makes an athletic play after Brady's hitting the arm.
Man, really like this young linebacker right here. What hands he has, awareness. He's always around the football.
Cowboys ensuing possession. LaRon Robinson. Rams let him go. Cowboys gladly scooped him up.
Yards after the catch and get some blocks by your fellow receivers downfield.
3rd and goal now, and it's Romo. The shovel pass didn't work. Tashard Choice wrapped up.
Defended properly. It's a good call, conservative call, but settle for a field goal.
Another field goal.
All right, so it's 16-13, Cowboys on top. You like that fire, 88?
I love when they have that fire. I want everybody to have the fire. One cannot carry the load.
How about this drive? 2:31 left, 2 timeouts for the Pats. Brady to Aaron Hernandez. First down for the Patriots. $1:57 now. 2nd and 5. Brady to Wes Welker. Only had 45 receiving yards, but he had a couple of big plays in this one. It's another Patriots first down.
I talked about
First
it
and
this
10.
morning.
57 seconds. Brady, Danny
What is-
Woodhead. So they've taken advantage of what the Cowboys defense is willing to give them.
Woodhead runs so hard, man. You just love this guy.
27 seconds left. Look at the bullet from Brady.
You got 2 tight ends on both sides. Gronkowski gets doubled. Hernandez is the single. Brady finds the single for a touchdown.
On that drive, Brady was 8 for 9, 78 yards. Patriots on top. So the ensuing Cowboys drive for 14 seconds left, 20-16. Romo steps up, hits Jason Witten. So they're going to have one last shot here. Cowboys use their final timeout. This is their last chance. Can Tony Romo do it again? Spins out, but the pass incomplete. Patriots win it 20-16.
Falcons win. They're above 500 for the first time all year. Look at that. Josh Hamilton and Lance Berkman coming from across the street. They're playing Game 4 of the World Series.
thanks for coming.
Coin flip. You had 522 in the 92 World Series prime. Let's give you credit.
I did.
I'm giving everybody
I would have
credit.
been MVP,
520.
too.
This one Mook
That's
said
right.
before.
I was flat out
On
raking.
game day morning.
Felix Jones is out. DeMarco Murray's in, and he's going to alternate with Tashard Choice. But DeMarco Murray, man, this guy's out of the backfield. He's going to have 150 scrimmage yards in this game for the boys.
Stramuchos.
Oh, that's a good bold prediction.
Nostramuchos. He darn near got
There
above
he
50
goes. Is that
on this
Tony Dorsett? No.
Call it Moochie. Call it Moochie. What am I eating tomorrow, Moochie?
You're eating crow.
91-yard scamper, if you will. Second longest running Cowboys history. We know what the longest one is, of course, from Monday nights years ago. A.J. Feely starting for the injured Sam Bradford. Here's Cadillac Williams hit by Abram Elam. Live ball. Rams challenge, but Elam reestablished himself before he picked up the loose ball.
Great play by Elam.
Cowboys get the ball back, and what do they do with it? Romo to Des Bryant on 2nd and forever. That is a chain mover.
Yeah, and this guy's dangerous.
This guy's tough to tackle as well.
He is. Now, this guy stays healthy and in shape. He's going to be dynamic.
Led to a Romo 1-yard pass to his BFF. 14-0 Cowboys on top. Ensuing Rams possession. Steven Jackson puts the Rams on the board. So it's a 1-touchdown game here mid-second quarter. Second rushing touchdown of the year for Steven Jackson and the Rams. Remember, the first one was in the week 1 against the Eagles.
Spags got him fighting.
Third quarter, it's DeMarco Murray.
They won a game, Coach.
187 rushing yards through 3 quarters. Chasing the Cowboys' single-game rookie rushing record. Forget that. He blew past that. He shattered the Cowboys.
Even Emmitt Smith?
Yes.
Even Tony Dorsett.
Get him
They're
going.
all looking up at DeMarco Murray. 250
Look at him go! I don't know what happens right here, though. I don't know what
He got a
was
flat tire.
That wasn't a flat tire.
On just 25 carries.
Ran out of gas.
Cowboys send the Rams to a hard 0-6.
And Tony, Geno Stakes, always good. Tony Romo and Michael Vick.
I like that.
But no, you said it right.
And here we go. Touchdown pass
Audible,
to
huh,
Jeremy
Brian?
Macklin.
Audible to this play for the
With knees,
touchdown.
Michael.
He is depressed right now. You said it right.
Brian, what happened on this play here?
You got to understand, Michael Vick identifies Sean Lee as a blitzer. Sense of ball is coming, shows blitz. Jink is playing off because it's a blitz. Mike, you know these corners don't want to bump into blitz. Jason Peters, he's going to come out, pick up Jenkins. This is a great play, easy TD for Macklin. But what we need to do is give Mike Vick some credit. We think about the athleticism. We don't understand how smart and intelligent this guy has matured as a true quarterback. Great read.
The Eagles go on top early, and then the Cowboys coming back, and Tony Romo under duress. The Trevor loss gets to him. It's a 2-yard loss. Second time Romo was sacked.
That's a press sack right there. That means the guys are doing their jobs on the back end.
All right, Eagles now get it back. And how about LaShawn McCoy? 34 yards down to the Cowboys 2, Coach.
Yeah, they run the inside zone here with Brett Selleck coming back and blocking DeMarcus Ware. What a great scheme. And, of course, LaShawn had a big day. Here's your full blitz. Everybody's coming here now, and you take a look at it. It's just the inside zone over here to the strong side, and Brett Selleck's going to pin from inside out. DeMarcus Ware, and look at this lane. I could have ran through that thing. Oh my jeez, there's nobody back there except the referee, and here he goes for 34 yards, setting up the first touchdown.
And it led to a 2-yard McCoy TD run. Eagles are jumping on top by double digits. Cowboys trying to get something going here, and Romo on the play action to Martellus Bennett. But the Nnamdi Asomugha is there, Johnny on the spot. Michael, you've called him out earlier this year. He's starting to make some plays.
Starting to make some plays. I just said that on the back end. They covered today. Here, Tony Romo throws a perfect pass there. Martellus Bennett, he batted the ball up. Interception.
So here comes prime Michael Vick yet again.
Michael Vick, I mean, his accuracy is pinpoint. He throws the ball between the numbers as good as any quarterback in the game.
To Brent Selleck there for the 21-0 Eagles lead. Cowboys down to 3rd and 5. Romo to LaRon Robinson makes the juggling 28-yard catch, but Andy Reid gets the view from upstairs, and Robinson steps on the chalk. So he's out of bounds there.
Samuel was not used to this, but he does a good job of pushing LaRon towards his partner, which is the sideline.
All right, the play was overturned, and they ended up getting field goal. 24-0 at the break, and everyone's having fun. That's Howard Mudd, who just had hip surgery. LaShawn McCoy, a little hip bump there. And then McCoy, a little hip bump here on the Cowboys defense.
They're just running a simple inside zone, and he's running to daylight.
13 yards there, and then it's Vick. Dumps it off to McCoy. So quick, so shifty. 16 yards down to the 5. It led to an Alex Henry field goal. 27-0 Eagles on top. More McCoy.
Barry Sanders-like moves is what he's making right now, man. Hitting holes, stepping in holes, saying, I'm here. No, I don't. I step back. He's an incredible running back.
4th and 1. Philly going for it. McCoy picks up the first down.
Yeah.
Howard Mudd.
Great awareness.
Likes what he sees. And so the Eagles on crutches.
Is that Santa Claus?
The Eagles were on crutches.
Howard.
And here comes McCoy now on a 2nd and 1. Gets to the outside, gets to the pylon, 34-0. McCoy rushed for 185 yards, a new career high. Rob Ryan, remember, he didn't think that the Eagles could walk the walk after talking the talk.
What's really going on here?
DeMarcus Ware, let's give DeMarcus Ware some credit. He had 4 sacks. Des Bryant not happy with what's going on the football field as well. But the Eagles come out prepared after the bye. Andy Reid now 13-0 after the bye. Unbelievable. And what about Michael Vick? Only misfired on 7 passes, 279 yards, a couple of TDs. So the Niners rolling. Seahawks trying to keep pace, taking on Tony Romo and the Cowboys.
Eagles top 6.
Tony Romo looking for Miles Austin. He's
That's
back.
a top 5
That's a nice throw.
Great throw. That's a big injury
Maybe
right
he blew
there.
a tire again.
That's right. Austin re-injured his hamstring.
They gotta have him
Didn't
healthy.
return.
Yes, they do.
DeMarco Murray, should he be the new starting running back in Dallas?
Now, y'all want to answer that
Yes.
now? Thank you. Thank you.
You know what he should do? He should call Emmitt Smith and understand how to be an every down back and how to handle himself on and off the field.
Cowboys didn't score there. It's Murray again.
He can handle the on the
32
field stuff.
yards.
Different type of back right here,
Think
man.
about
Murray.
Mooch that starts starting bright, man. You start
More
reading
yards,
those clippings
more
in
yards
Dallas.
in a 3-game span than anybody in Dallas Cowboys history.
Watch this hit that Des Bryant takes right there.
Oh, good hit.
Richard Sherman with the hit, and Roy Lewis recovers the fumble. Jason Garrett challenged to see if he was down before the ball was out, but the ball was clearly out.
You got the biggest TV in the country.
Right, 3rd quarter, game tied at 6, and finally, Michael, the Cowboys offense starts to get a little loose.
Yeah, that's a top 5 throw right there to his blankie right there, Jason Whitney, getting it in his zone.
33 yards for the touchdown. Cowboys on top 13-6. Seahawks, Stephen House. Oh, it's blocked by Anthony Spencer, who just jumps up and over.
Jumps
jump
over.
over
I
the-
don't
As
know
long
if
as
you
you
can
don't
do
use
this.
anybody to help. As long as you don't use anyone to push yourself up over it,
That's
you
right.
can do that.
That's right.
Well, he just ran and jumped and didn't touch nobody.
You got to
You
stand
won't
up.
even believe that.
Yeah.
He should be in the NBA.
Jackson under duress from Jay Ratliff. Ball bounces around there a little bit.
Pitch it.
And it's picked off by Jason Hatcher. And one of 2 picks of the day for Jackson. 4th quarter, 13-6. Romo now to LaRon Robinson, the back of the end zone. Romo buys the time with his feet.
So the Cowboys, so they won it to 20-6.
Tony's playing good football.
23-13 the final.
Great.
So the Cowboys at home against the Buffalo Bills. Fred Jackson, his house was torn down so that they could build the new Cowboys Stadium.
Friend, that's called eminent domain.
That's what it's called.
That means, give me your house.
That's what
The Cowboys on their oopening possession, and Des Bryant, part of the 88 Club.
That's that 88 clubber right there. Look at that.
That's Randy Moss, Larry Fitzgerald, like right there.
Look, did you see him go and take the ball at his highest point in front of the guy, not waiting on the ball? Incredible job by Des.
Nice rips it away from Leonis McKelvin. Bryant Fitzpatrick just ducks out of DeMarcus Ware's way.
The best defensive player in the National Football League. I didn't stutter.
13th sack of the season. Romo now to Jason Witten.
Man, how many Romo hit in a row today?
That's his 13, I believe. That's Witten's 663rd career reception. He's third all-time, guys, for tight ends behind Gonzalez and Sharp.
Nice.
Romo moves out to his left, and it's
Backdoor escape.
LaRon Robinson.
That's well done. Good improvised by Tony. Find somebody in the back of the end zone.
Really found a little talent, a nice young talent in LaRon Robinson.
Second quarter now, and Romo with more to Robinson. 58 yards, primetime nominee.
I like that. Look at the pocket presence. Romo steps up in the pocket and throws a perfect strike. This is the Romo that we all love.
3 touchdowns on the Cowboys' first 3 drives. Fred Jackson not giving up, though. Bounces it to the outside. Give Fred Jackson credit. Still had over 100 yards rushing.
Second in the league in yards from scrimmage. It's hard to slow this guy down.
And now Fitzpatrick looking for David Nelson. Story that was brewing all week long. Nelson's girlfriend, she's Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
What?
Kelsey Wright.
Okay. Mike, isn't that tampering? Mike. And that's tampering.
Is that a penalty?
I know, hey.
Commissioner.
Nice job by David Nelson.
Good job.
All right. On the next Cowboys possession here, DeMarco Murray, I think, is taking over the starting running back job for Felix Jones.
Yeah,
from the East.
Wally Phillips.
The rookie from OU, boy, he's really taking this league by storm.
Jerry said I did a nice job there, didn't I? Murray had 171 total yards. And Fitzpatrick here to Terrence Newman going the other way.
That's the Newman we know and love.
Man, when Team New is healthy and playing, he's a very, very, very
Cowboys outplay the Bills in all facets, 44-7 to FedEx Field.
There's Tony Romo.
Tony Romo, remember he had 3 touchdowns against the Bills a week ago, completed over 88% of his passes. Rex Grossman looking for Fred Davis. He's hit by Gerald Sensabaugh. Fumble, ball's on the ground. But Mike Shanahan wanted to challenge the ruling that Fred Davis's knee was down prior to the fumble. This one was close, Coach.
Yeah, sure was. Look at that. There's the knee. There's the ball. That's good hustle by the defense.
They ruled that there was not enough evidence to overturn the call, so Cowboys were in business. And so it's Romo to Des Bryant.
Oh, man, that's the 88 club right there, Club 88, and went up and got the ball. That's what he does best.
They need to figure out a way to keep him incorporated in the entirety of the game. He always starts out with an alarming first quarter.
Second quarter, Cowboys up 10-0 Grossman, remember he had to fight to get his job back from John Beck to David
I'm serving him. That's what the insinuation was right there. I'm serving them.
23 yards.
I like the quarterback draw.
Do what you do, Rex. I don't know what it is, but do it.
Down just 3. And the Redskins get it back here on a 3rd and 6. It's Grossman looking for Jabbar Gaffney.
Boy, you got to be accurate in the red zone, and he was on the money for the touchdown.
Well, Gaffney played today, too.
Brian is hot.
The Redskins, this is their first lead, guys.
They've been practicing that for 6 weeks.
Their first lead since week 4, guys. Fourth quarter, 17-10. Look at Tony Romo.
This is what he does best.
And then it's LaRon Robinson with a 7-yard touchdown.
Improvise and make something happen with your legs and your arm. Tony Romo.
Game tied up at 17. Cowboys now in their next possession. Is this a Tony Romo, Michael, that you recognize here?
He's right here, and this is what makes Tony Romo so special. He has the ability to buy just enough time, and he will find his blankie Jason Witten.
His blankie is about 265, 70 pounds, runs like a 4'8", 4'9", and he's wide open, running away from guys.
He can run.
But Rex Grossman not done here on a 2nd and 7 to Daryl Young. And Young picks up 27 yards to the Cowboys 39. 22 seconds left here, and it's Grossman. Remember, they let Dante Stallworth go, but they brought him back.
Brought him back. Let's see if he has 2 feet in, Fran. There's one. Drag the right foot. Touchdown, Redskins.
Every touchdown's reviewable. They took a look, and they said it was good. We're headed to overtime. And in overtime here, it's Grossman on a 2nd and 6 to Gaffney. But remember, in overtime, you can't challenge. It's got to come from the booth upstairs. And no one whistled upstairs.
Dude, where are those guys upstairs?
It was very close.
All right, they give it to them. They're in field goal
They
range.
didn't buzz, so they kept going. 52 yards. Graham Gano. Come on, Gano. Gano also missed a 49-yarder.
They used to that at Florida.
Cowboys back in business. Romo. Brian had caught a ball since the first
there's a big
quarter.
play. On 3rd and 15, Fran, find your go-to guy, Dez Bryant, to get in field goal range.
Rich, this is chemistry. Romo rolls out. Dez was initially covered. He uncovered a great play by both guys.
All right, so here come the Cowboys. Tony Romo wants to call a timeout because he sees the play clock ticking down. Dan Bailey's on to kick. But Mike Shanahan beat him to it, and Romo and the Cowboys are lucky because they didn't have any more timeouts.
Oh, boy.
Would have been a 5-yard penalty. It would have made a 39-yarder or 44-yarder. But then again, they probably would have had to delay a game as well. No matter.
Oh, that was close.
Bailey
Would have made that.
sneaks it in there.
Wow.
Cowboys, they win it 27-24 in OT.
Dallas Cowboys and Miami Dolphins finished playing for our Thanksgiving viewing pleasure. Jason Garrett started this game 17 years ago today as a quarterback for the Cowboys.
And I was in that game, Rich. Yes, he did.
Tony Sperano, former offensive line coach in Dallas, now bringing in a red-hot Dolphins team, 3-3 with a minute to go in the half, and a terrible snap off of Matt Moore's hands.
That was a break the Dallas Cowboys needed to that point right there. The Miami Dolphins had been playing wonderful defense.
That led to a LaRon Robinson touchdown grab in the end zone. The Cowboys led 10-6 at the half as Miami marched the ball down the field, got a field goal. Let's go to the 3rd quarter. Matt Moore is playing as well as any quarterback in the league right now, Steve.
He really is. He's got 3 wins in a row, and he's got the confidence of his teammates. Put it up. Let him make a play.
What a play by Brandon Marshall right here. When you see that play on replay, that is a big-time grab.
That's a bear hug. That's a big-time grab right there. Also by Terry Newman.
Right there.
And he was able to bring it down for a touchdown. The Dolphins are up in this game 16-10. 4th quarter we go. First play of the 4th quarter. Romo hit as he throws. How did he get this one to win, Steve?
This was fantastic. Now talk about throw it in there and take a hit. This is a prime example of courage in the pocket.
Then in the next play in the red zone, Romo to LaRon Robinson again after Romo buys time and extends the play.
We see him do this time after time. He leaves the pocket, extends the play, finds somebody that works open and separates from a defender.
Cowboys take the lead again, 17-16. Dolphins get the ball back, 3rd and 10. Dallas trying to get Matt Moore off the field, but what a throw and catch. Devon Bess over the middle led to a Shane Graham field goal to give the Dolphins the lead, 19-17 again.
Devon Bess, one of the best slot men in the game today, Rich.
Dolphins get the ball back, trying to get some first downs and get out of Dallas with a win, but 3rd and 7 more cannot complete it to Devon Bess, and the Cowboys have one last chance to pull out the win at home and avoid the upset. Romo again buying time to find his BFF, Jason Witten, who gets the first down and more to the Dolphins' 41-yard line, a gain of 23 yards. 64 ticks to go. 6 plays later, they're in a red zone. DeMarco Murray gets it done around the edge, staying in bounds as well. Jason Garrett ticks the time down at 3 ticks to go, and Dan Bailey wraps it up, and the Dallas Cowboys win one at home. Jerry Jones is fired up. The Cowboys are 7-4.
In Arizona, Kevin Cobb had missed the last 4 games with a turf toe injury. Incidentally, the Cardinals were 3-1 in Cobb's absence. Tony Romo, 11 touchdown passes, just 3 picks in his last 6 games. Tied up at 3, and it's Romo. We're going back to the 88 club.
Yeah, that's right there. And that's a bad boy right there. Now, he had a pretty good game today. And right here, once you get that big body in front of a defensive back, it's a wrap.
Cardinals down 13-6. Dez Bryant had the touchdown there. Cobb to Andre Roberts here on a 2nd and 4 for a 40-yard gain.
game plan. They saw this somewhere on film last week and wanted to take advantage of that great wheel route.
Beanie Wells had a franchise record 228 yards a week ago. Gets in from 4 yards away there. Score tied up at 13. Wells had 67 on the day. Let's go right to 3:16 left. 3rd and 6 for the Cardinals. Cobb does a great job, Coach, getting away from the pressure, and early Doucette can't squeeze it.
You got to hang on to that. That's a play at the end of the game that keeps the drive alive now. It's good to have Kevin Cobb back healthy, and Beanie Wells. It's a pretty good Arizona team now.
1:59 left. Cowboys in business. Tony Romo on 2nd and 11 to Kevin Ogletree, 10 yards. Romo had 299 yards on the day. They got the first down. 31 seconds left. Curious clock management here. Romo to Des Bryant. They have 2 timeouts. They could call timeout, stop the clock, still get a few more yards to get closer for a field goal, but they decide to run up and then spike it, and they're taking their sweet time. So we're talking about a 49-yard field goal here for Dan Bailey, who, keep in mind, he missed one from 50-plus earlier. Cowboys call the timeout. They iced their own kicker from 50 yards
your
away.
Own kicker.
That ball went through the upright.
Ice your own.
Well, you saw Chris Boigneau, the special teams coach, coming over telling him to call the timeout.
Yeah, they wanted to make sure they didn't run out of time, and it just
they had
didn't
plenty
get
of
it
time,
again.
but here Bailey winds up again 49 yards away, no gimme. And so we're headed to overtime.
Oh, boy.
And Garrett can't believe it. Cardinals now on their first possession, 1st and 15.
This is a great
And watch
play call.
Cobb get away from the rush to LaRod Stevens
Great
howling.
play call.
Well blocked.
Watch
you get
the
that
pursuit.
guy out in
Watch
space.
the pursuit.
Watch
Watch
the
the
piece of
pursuit.
running.
Yep.
Well, and Stevens Howling's a return guy, so he knows what to do once he gets the ball in his hands. Cardinals, they shocked the Cowboys 19-13. Showcase highlight now presented by Radio Shack. And for that, we go to Cowboy Stadium in Arlington, Texas.
I believe.
And the Giants trying to snap a 4-game losing streak. Tony Romo and company trying to forget that awful ending in Arizona. Romo under duress from Jason Pierre-Paul. This guy's motor
What a
never
game.
turns off.
Yeah,
What a
look at the
game.
safety right here. That's how you start a football game. Now score on defense.
Giants come up with an early safety up 2-0, 5-0 now. DeMarco Murray picks up 8 yards here. But the bad news is Dave Tollefson wraps him up, and Murray's got a fracture in his right ankle. Most likely done for the season.
Big loss for the Dallas Cowboys. DeMarco Murray has been running very well and giving his team wonderful balance.
Meanwhile, Deanna Felix Jones has been dealing with a high ankle sprain and the shoulder injuries, but he came back with a vengeance.
Yeah, he's running with a purpose. He lost his job. He lost his momentum. Lost probably some of the guys in the locker room and believing in him because of Murray's prominence, but he came back with a vengeance today.
26 yards. Great play design here, Coach.
Yeah, I like the throwback screen. Now, it's a risky play if somebody's covering this thing, but it was well designed. 3 linemen out in front of the tight end. That's an easy walk-in touchdown.
Cowboys go up 7-5, second quarter. Giants now on the move. 3rd and 7. Manning looking for Jake Ballard. It is incomplete, but there's a flag on the play. Gerald Sensabaugh. It's called for pass interference right there.
Good call, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit more than pass interference.
He's holding him.
So that's
Sad as I hate to see it.
Rob doesn't think so.
No,
That's
Rob Ryan
right
does not think so. But that sets up this. Brandon Jacobs up the middle here. Keep in mind now, by the way, Jacobs a primetime nominee. Ahmad Bradshaw.
Time because of the dance?
Oh, yeah. Oh, now, wait, I got to see. I know. I got to see.
Ahmad Bradshaw
Jacobs was doing this.
did not play in the first half. He violated a curfew, so he was benched.
Wide open.
Manning to
Zone
Manningham. Touchdown,
How can you
22-20.
Low coverage at this point of the season. I don't understand it. He doesn't either.
And Rob Ryan doesn't get it either as well. 3rd and 10
exactly
here.
what he said.
Romo now buying some time. And what an addition to Lorana Robinson has been, Michael. He's got 8 touchdowns in his last 7 games. The last 4.5 years before that, he had only 4.
Total. Talk about it, man. He has been a wonderful addition. They picked him up from San Diego. Norv Turner talked about this kid. He said, I'll have to let a receiver go, and the Cowboys picked him up.
And now it's Romo to Miles Austin.
Yeah,
Cowboys back on
that's
top.
a basic West Coast offense play. It's called sprint right option, and Tony Romo can execute that beautifully. There's his wife, speaking of beautifully.
Candace fired up.
Hey.
Manning now comes right back to Manningham in double coverage.
Knock it out of there.
It's incomplete.
I love the way he gives his guys an opportunity. He believes in those guys. He throws the ball up Wonderful play by the defensive back.
Tom Coughlin going for it on 4th and 3, and they find Manningham for a 15-yard gain and a first down. 3rd and 9 now, still on the drive.
Gotta
3
make that
plays
play
later,
this
it's Manning to DJ Ware. Check out the interception by Sean Lee. Unbelievable.
Block that ball away, stay in bounds, be your own blocker, and rumble down the field. Well done.
That's Lee's 4th interception of the year, the most among linebackers. Look at the concentration, all wrapped up. Deal had him, but Lee's got a cast on his left arm, still comes up with the pick, and now there's a blown coverage, Schmeichel.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, and when Tony starts moving, you're trying to keep your eyes on Tony, keep your eyes around, and there's Bryant right there. He does a little bit of that Victor Cruz thing, gets behind everybody, and scores the touchdown.
34-22, Jerry and Stephen Jones fired up, as is Jason Garrett. It's all good for the Cowboys.
12-point lead.
4:13 left. Manning to Cruz.
Big play on 3rd and 1. Shot down the field. Well done.
Giving his guys a nice opportunity.
23 yards and a first down. 2nd and goal. Manning looking for Ballard, who's got luggage with him, but he holds on for the touchdown. Play was reviewed, and the call on the field stood. Giants elected not to go for the onside kick here. This is a 3rd and 5 after 2 running plays. Cowboys going for it. There was a blitz there. Had Austin, couldn't connect.
Yeah, and that's probably a little bit of that hamstring, no matter what. He was probably afraid to hit that last gear.
A little more tense up in that Cowboys owner's booth right there. Manning to Ballard. Ballard rumbling, 21 yards.
That's a big man.
2 more warning now. Giants still have a timeout. Plenty of time. 1st and 10. Manning can't handle the snap. Big play here for the Dallas defense. Bradshaw covers it. DeMarco Murray called for offsides.
Oh, boy.
Huge play.
And so it keeps the drive alive. $1:33. Manning. He'll lay it out there for Manningham, but he couldn't squeeze it.
Man, what a wonderful
He has an eye on the safety coming from the inside. Thought he was going to get hit and took his eye off the ball.
That ball got up and got down before the safety got there. That's how you know that's a wonderful throw.
But the Giants got more help. There was a defensive holding penalty. And you're giving Eli Manning an opportunity. And he takes full advantage to Ballard. 18 yards to the 1. And so the Cowboys used their 2nd timeout with a minute left. 1st and goal, Brandon Jacobs. And he's stumped. So Jacobs can't get in. 51 seconds left. Cowboys used their last timeout. Remember, they were criticized for clock management a week ago in the debacle in Arizona.
That was the right thing to do. Save some time. There's the touchdown. Now you got time on offense.
Jacobs gets in there. Giants go for 2 and they get it. So all of a sudden, Big Blue up 37-34, 46 seconds left. Manning now to Austin over the middle. They're going to give him the middle of the football field. Tony Romo running up. Jason Garrett, what are you going to call? Romo spikes it with 29 seconds left. Now on 3rd and 4. It's Austin again, 21 yards. Romo runs up.
Clock it
again with 6 seconds left. And so here we are. A week ago it was a 49-yard attempt for Dan Bailey, the rookie. Now it's a 47-yarder to tie the game for the Cowboys. But Tom Coughlin smoothly calls timeout to ice the kicker. So, okay, it goes through. But Bailey, all warmed up, going to get another opportunity. But it is blocked by Jason Pierre-Paul.
There he is again. He shows up. Jason Pierre-Paul, what a great effort to block that and win the football game for the Giants.
Huge win for the Giants. They are now in first place in the NFC East. They win it 37-34.
7-12, Tony Romo was in December as the starter. He will be on the set with us, Deion Sanders. Raheem Morris on the hot seat. No score, Buccaneers opening drive, 3rd and 5, and Josh Freeman scrambles up the middle, 25 yards. They got off to a good start, up to the Buccaneers 49.
They did, and this is a positive play. This is what they needed to start this game off in a good fashion.
And then this happened. Next play, 1st and 10 from their own 49. Freeman scrambles again, but Anthony Spencer forces the fumble, and Brady James recovers for the Cowboys. Take another look at this one.
This is the kind of play that the Dallas Cowboys defense needed early, but not the type of play Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense can afford.
Their 32nd turnover this season. Next Cowboys possession, 3rd and goal. Tony Romo buying time.
Great.
This was a theme of the night.
All all the time in the pocket. You cannot give a quarterback like Tony Romo or any kind of quarterback that much time in the pocket. And Tony Romo does a good job at throwing the ball. And Miles fought for it. He fought for the ball.
They reviewed that play, but it was a touchdown, and the Cowboys take the 7-0 lead. Same score. Next Cowboys possession, 3rd and 10. Third play of the drive. And Romo finds Jason Witten, 28 yards down to the Buccaneers, 41 to keep the drive alive.
Jason Witten is not the fastest tight end in the game, but he stays open.
Now 3rd and goal at the Buccaneers 8. Romo to Des Bryant, bobbles it, but comes down with it, so the Cowboys take the 14-0 lead. They were just 3rd down. Tony Romo scrambling was the way it started out in the second quarter now. Same score, Buccaneers possession. Josh Freeman sacked by DeMarco Murray for a 6-yard loss, his 16th sack of the season.
One of the rare sacks that Donald Penn gave up, but DeMarco Murray with a great speed rush beat him off the ball.
They were also running the ball well. Felix Jones comes off here, takes the handoff, and takes it 38 yards down to the Buccaneers 25.
Many say he's not an every down back, but when he gets his opportunities, he makes them count.
We said this was the theme of the night, and here's another reason why. 4 plays later, 3rd and 5, 7th play of the drive. And Romo, plenty of time again, finds Laurent Robinson for the touchdown, and the Cowboys, the 21-0 lead. The look says it all, doesn't it? Same score, next Cowboys possession. Romo to Witten, sliding over the middle for 22
How does he get open so much?
He's deceptive, Marshall. He's deceptive.
3 plays later, Romo, Kevin Ogletree over the middle for 4. Cowboys pick up the first down. Hurry up to the line of scrimmage.
Heads up play by Romo here.
22 seconds left, 1st and goal.
Calls his own number, quarterback sneak, really heads up play. The Buccaneers defense couldn't even get lined up.
How about the first half for Tony Romo? 3 passing touchdowns and a rush touchdown in the first half. 3rd quarter, Cowboys opening possession. Romo is sacked by Adrian Claiborne and fumbles. Could it possibly be happening again?
You mean the second half letdowns of the Dallas Cowboys? I was just happy to see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers not lay it down in the second half.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I'm saying there's a light of, just a glimmer of hope.
All right, Josh Freeman to Desmond Briscoe for 17 yards, and 9 plays later, 3rd and 4, the Cowboys 13. Desmond Briscoe in for the 13-yard touchdown, and the Bucs go for 2, and they get it. So all of a sudden, we've got ourselves a little bit of a game
There's light.
here.
There's light.
And then we go to the 4th quarter.
It's a flashlight.
Bucs going for it on 4th and 9. We are in a 4-down game at this point. Freeman to Craig Lumpkin, fights for the 14-yard gain in the first down. And then 4 plays later, under 6 minutes left, going for it again on 4th and 12. Could this ball have been caught?
Tough play.
That's a tough play.
That's a tough play.
You know what? He made the throw. I always say if a receiver touches the football, you should catch it.
So the Cowboys go on to win 31-15. Tony Romo, 23 of 30, 249 yards, and 4 total touchdowns.
So while this game was playing out, it went really late with all of those replays and all of the penalties and all the throwing and incompletions. The Eagles still thought they had a chance to win the NFC East because this game was still going on. But as Michael Vick was escaping to Riley Cooper and a face mask called on Anthony Spencer, the Jets lost the game. The Giants won the game. The Eagles were eliminated from the NFC East, meaning the Cowboys would play the Giants in MetLife Stadium next week for the NFC East, regardless of the outcome of this game as Cooper comes out of the game. 2 plays later, Vick to Brent Selleck in the end zone. Jason Garrett is watching this go down and puts Tony Romo in the game. Again, it was still in doubt at this point in time. Romo is injured on the play.
Yeah, when you hit your hand on somebody's helmet or face mask, right here. Boom!
That's
He
Jason
bruised
Babin's helmet, too.
the top of his hand, and that thing puffed up real big.
It looked like his foot, quite frankly. And it had an X-ray on the hand. It came out negative. He tried to make a go of it, but look at that.
Yeah,
Put some
you can't
ice
give
on
up that
that.
ball, boy. That's a hard thing to direct that ball. You got to squeeze it, and certainly it's difficult right now for Tony.
And by this point, the Giants had won, and this was a meaningless game, essentially. The Cowboys defense trying to stop Michael Vick.
It's hard when he has all day like that to throw.
He finds Jeremy Maclin for 22 yards late in the second half.
Nobody can cover that long.
Deshaun Jackson, 33 yards. Next play, Jason Avant. I like how the Eagles are playing, 27 yards. 3 plays later, Vic Maclin, touchdown. Eagles racked up 284 first half nice drive yards on offense. Stephen McGee. Yeah, it was a rough day for the Ryan family, let's just put it that way. Stephen McGee playing instead of Tony Romo. And as you might expect, certainly with Felix Jones not playing too, it was Stephen McGee and Sammy Morris, the quarterback and running back tandem for the Cowboys for much of this game.
Scout team together.
McGee put it up 38 times. He did complete 24. But the bottom line is, what is Tony Romo's hand going to look like tomorrow and throughout the week, as there is an all-or-nothing game in MetLife Stadium next week?
And go home. So let's take you to MetLife Stadium. Eli Manning and company. Big game for Eli.
Look
at how swollen Tony Romo's hand is. This was during pregame warm-ups. First quarter, 3rd and 4. It's Romo to Des Bryant.
Well, you got to make that play. Tony Romo, that right away, maybe the hand's already affected.
Cowboys were forced to punt a couple of possessions later. How about Eli Manning? And Michael of the Year, this young man is having Victor Cruz.
I talked about it on game day morning for the Giants. It's about the big plays, and he showed up, and he made just that, the big plays.
As a defender, you cannot allow a 3rd and 1 to go over 60 yards.
Cruz had a 99-yarder last week.
Wait, what is his angle? What is he doing? What is his angle?
It's a bad angle by the quarterback. He motored instead of hard buck, and a bad angle by the safety as well.
Rob Ryan on fire, 7-0. Giants on top. Will Blackman muffs the punt. Alan Ball's a chance to recover. He can't come up with it. Greg Jones comes up with it, so the Giants catch a huge break.
Missed opportunity for the Cowboys.
2nd and 6 now. Manning to Cruz. But Ball is there, called for pass interference, so the Giants get a first down, and the drive stays alive. Second quarter, same Giants possession, 5 plays later, and it's Ahmad Bradshaw. Watch the juke right there.
Yeah, he breaks a tackle, and it's pay dirt.
Giants on top, 14-0. Abram Elam can't wrap him, Brian.
Abraham came out, great blitz, great call. This is the kind of stuff that frustrates Rob Ryan. He had the perfect call for the play.
3rd and 5 here. Cowboys down 14-0. Tony Romo doing his best Brett Favre impersonation. Romo still on the move, getting away from the pressure, and he finds Des Bryant.
This is what he does as well as anybody in the league. Keep the play alive, find an open receiver eventually, and make a play.
But, Coach, he took one too many steps. He was past the line of scrimmage.
Oh, look at Tony.
Why didn't he just run?
So there's a penalty on the play, loss it down. Cowboys forced to punt. And here come the Giants. Manning to Henry Hynoski. Up and over Terrence Newman for 12 yards.
Terrence. That's wide open. When you see a guy running that wide open, that scheme, that's not good talent.
Later on the drive, it's Manning to Bradshaw. Giants on top, 21-0. Dan Bailey missed a 52-yarder at the end of the first half. Jerry Jones in disbelief. Third quarter now, Cowboys on their opening possession. How about the job LaRon Robinson has done for this Cowboys team?
Yeah, they found a nice young wide receiver, LaRon Robinson, man. Made some plays today, scored a couple touchdowns.
You can't do LeBron when you're down by 21.
Cowboys 94 yards on 9 plays. They get it back. Romo looking for Witten. Picked off by Antrell Roll. Romo didn't see Roll coming across the middle there.
Keep in mind, Antrell Roll was a former cornerback that played the ball very well from the U.
Key play here for the Giants. Brandon Jacobs are going forward on a 4th and 1. Tom Coughlin decides, kicking field goals was dicey at MetLife. There was a lot of rain earlier, plus the winds. Cowboys coming with a huge stop. Could they capitalize? Romo looking for Witten. But how about the play of Michael Boley right here? And then Corey Webster comes up to keep him short of a first down. Jason Garrett decides to go for it early in the 4th instead of get the points.
Yeah, with no huddle, just go ahead and on the ball. Quarterback sneak, comes up short of the first down.
We don't question him going for it. We question the call, the play calling in which he went for it with.
But, Brian, why not get the points there? And at least cut it down. You still have plenty of time.
Yeah, that was a good call. What happened is nobody's talking about Tony Romo didn't get that ball clean, and he had to raise up. And that's why he didn't get in the hole for that first down.
Des Bryant played hard all game long. 17 yards there, down to the Giants' 9-yard line. A couple of plays later now on 2nd and goal. It's Romo to Robinson. Robinson's second touch of the game, 11 for the season. This is a guy who only had 4 in 4.5 years before the midway point to this season.
Yeah, he's going to cause the Cowboys to make some real decisions.
Somebody say that name again.
With shades of Manning to David Tyree in the Super Bowl a few
spun out
years
of there
ago.
and backdoor escape for the big completion.
44 yards to Cruz. Again, it's Manning. Looking for Cruz, the 20-yard gain down to the 8-yard line. Cruz leads the league in receiving yards, by the way.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Second and goal, spin move worked once, didn't work twice. DeMarco Ware wraps him up.
And people question DeMarco Ware when does he show up for the big games? He showed up today.
Led to a Lawrence Tynes field goal. Cowboys now it's a 2-possession game, looking for Felix Jones. And this time, Jason Garrett's going to punt instead of go for it with 5 minutes left and all 3 timeouts. And Eli Manning makes him pay. Manning to Akeem Nicks, 36 yards down to the Cowboys 4. Nicks with some huge drops the last couple of weeks. Comes up big there, and he comes up big here. Akeem Nicks with the 4-yard touchdown grab. That's Eli Manning's 15th fourth-quarter touchdown pass this year. That is a new NFL record.
Such a group of receivers, Fran, he has. He can hit you in the middle of the football field with the young Cruz, and he can hit you deep in any kind of way with Hakeem Nicks.
So the New York Giants win the NFC East 31-14. Coming up next week, they will take on the Atlanta Falcons.